Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're going to be continuing right where we left off. Very nice. I think today's plan is to finish getting the smelter going, get it temporarily piped down here so we can continue to build our little factory line we got going on here. So we can get this iron down here, as well as ow. As well as continue to get Mark II belts, and we need to get some Mark II belts and stuff down here. Anyway, but yeah, we got to build reinforced plates, so that's going to be our plan. Also, it should be mentioned in this episode, every episode, I've been reminding myself, trying to anyway, that if you are new to this series, and this is your first episode, this game, obviously, if you couldn't tell, is modded. And if you want to know what the mods are, those are down in the description section. As well as if you want to suggest mods, don't matter if you're new or not, you can suggest mods if you think it would go, if you got a perfect mod that would go with it. You can go ahead and suggest that down in the comments section, and I will tell you why or why not in a future episode. Why or why not we cannot have that mod, or we can't have that mod, or why we have it and why we don't. You know, just to give you an explanation, so it's not just, hey, what about that mod I suggested to you, like a week ago? Are you still thinking on that one? You'd be like, no, I'll just let you know then and there, and whatnot. So anyway, we have our first setup. This is where we ended last time. We were trying to get this one set up. I believe this one's also 60, if I'm not mistaken. So we can send that to... We can go ahead and send this to upstairs to our smeltery. Yeah, we're feeding everything down into the basement here. Okay. So the next one is going to come in here as well. So, but yeah, we need to get this up and going. So conveyor splitter. Conveyor splitter, but this one's going to be split twice. So I'm going to put a... Apparently there's a line here. I don't know what it's lining up with. There's nothing to line up with it. Whatever. And I'm just putting down the normal belts. We do need Mark IIs on this one, so it's going to be Mark II into Mark II, because I've got to be easy with my belt placement here. Into Mark I's, so this will each be 60, but we only need 30, so it's fine. Actually, that one can be a 60 as well, because it just needs to be Mark II up till this point. And then we'll put another splitter. Give me that. Yeah, we'll put another splitter here. Then we'll take this 60. And we'll just take that 60 right on over here. 1, 2. Makes the right corner. There we go. Okay. Then we'll just wall this off there. And that looks like it has a little port. I like that, how it sticks out like that. It's pretty nice. Okay. And then we need to get this one up. Grab that. Alright, that's a mark. Oh, that's right. Crap. Okay, so we're gonna have to use a normal belt lift then. Oh, the normal belt lifts go way up high. Huh. Interesting. I think that's level. And then a Mark II. We don't have Mark II covered, so we'll have to just use that for now. Because it's going to be 120 coming out of that, because that one's on a peer node. So Mark 1's on a peer node are 120, which we needed Mark II for 120. So, so that'll be 120 coming in. Right over here, that'll be 120, 120, splits off 60-60, and then that splits off 30-30, and this one will also split off 30-30. That'll be most of the miners covered. We'll leave the last two to chance for now. This isn't going to be permanent down here. Reason being is because eventually we're going to have a better system of getting the ore up here from down there. We won't be using the train, but the reason I haven't removed the train is because the train is full of ore right now, so I kind of have to just deal with it. And so that's full of ore. Okay. So now we're going to conveyor merger. Oh, it automatically connects. That's nice, actually. But it turns it into a Mark 1. Wait, why is it connect if it's going like this? Weird. I kind of want it to go like this, to be honest. And then, yeah, just merge. Merge. Wait. You can only have 120 on here, so 30, 60, 90, 120. Alright, so this is the last one. I do like that it automatically connects. It is putting a Mark II belt here, though, so it is wasting my Mark IIs, which it doesn't need to be. It can be Mark 1s. So that's a little annoying, but that's okay. We can fix that. Because we're kind of low on plates here. So that one's 30. So this one will be, yeah, Mark 1, 30. And then those two are 60, so that can go to here. And then here's where we get Mark 2. Okay, that can kind of all just be put down to here, and then we'll just see if we can get it down that way somehow. Not exactly sure. I may put down some foundation though to kind of create a base. Yeah, with the zoop stuff, it's actually kind of annoying now because I can't vertical. I don't know how to do that. And when you hold R, it's only this. That's the only option. That's smart. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know how right now. Okay. It's too big, so I have to use a 2 meter. There we go. And we'll just bring it to this and then belt it down and across. So getting the belts over here is going to be incredibly annoying. Or getting the belts over there is going to be incredibly annoying because just because of the sheer amount of plates I'm going to need for right now. I don't really have the power for a train. And like I said, we are kind of... I placed that. Get back over here. Wait. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so that'll bring the plates. We do need to get these powered, so we'll get some power in here. How am I going to get power up here? I suppose we take it from here. Now we just go like that, boop, and then maybe bring it up here. Aha! That'll work for now. Just need to get this set up so I can get ingots going again. Oh, I powered it like that. That's right. Okay. Why are those going? They shouldn't have any ingots in them. Anyway. Okay. So now we're going to go down and get this hooked up to our main base. Maybe I should have hooked the Mark II belt. Okay, there we go. That's fine. I can't afford it. Fuck. Gonna have to go get more belts. Because see, our iron line, this is our iron line right here, the one that's not hooked up to anything. That's all gonna have to be Mark II as well, and we don't have enough plates. We're not producing enough. Ooh, let me go get, oh no, I need straight ingots. Never mind. I was gonna say, let me go get some ore. Well, I guess I could turn it into ingots and then feed the machines by hand for the moment, so I can continue making me plates. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Because yeah, these train stations are they're not full, but they're definitely there. Yeah. This will have to be the norm for right now. We'll just have to run back and forth, putting plates down. Because yeah, all of these are going to get changed to Mark IIs because I don't have the covered stuff. So. So I'll have to do like this. I'll have enough now. Okay, that's fine. Did we build any more plates? I think I took them all last time. Okay, we built 28, so that's enough to do some. But we're gonna need way more than that, so. Alright, let me get some plates going here. I need the ingots first. So I can make them, so I can feed the machines. Alrighty, now that all those are built, we'll go ahead and feed the machines over here. Just like that. And just like that for the moment. That way they can keep making stuff. But that way they can make stuff anyway, and we're out of plates completely. Crap on us. So we're gonna have to make plates. How is this doing on screws? Oh, it's out of screws. Okay. And this had tons of screws, so I'm gonna take your screws. Sorry, buddy. You'll have to wait. This was building rods, and we're out of rods, so okay. So we have to make rods and turn those rods into screws, and then we'll have to make plates and turn those plates into reinforced plates. And, it's going to be a mess. But I'm going to work with the machines here to try and get up enough reinforced plating. Alrighty. So this is what me and the machine managed to come up with. 93. That's about it. That's about all we could come up with, unfortunately. Yeah, this one's still making screws and stuff, but yeah. I took what was out of here. We did run out of power at one point, and I had to refill the thing. Yada yada yada, so. You know, it sounds boring, but yeah. So unfortunately, we're probably not going to have enough. So that's 20 there. That's 20 there. Yep, we're definitely not going to have enough. That's 20 there. That's 20 there. Actually, we need to move this. Okay. Yep, we need to move it over this way. Guess we're going to be coming in this way. But yeah. We are out of plates. Again, reinforced plates. I usually skip, but it's fine. If I had tickets, I'd just buy the plates. But I don't have any tickets. We might have to buy some tickets. Because we are really low on stuff, and what's not. How many plates is this? That's 4 plates. Okay, I don't have enough plates. I was going to make that Mark II, so it'd kind of get us a little bit further. I could put these rotors in, I suppose. I know they're a pain in the ass to get, but... Wait, did I put rotors in here? Whoops. What am I doing? But yeah, if I put these rotors in here, these rotors are worth a bit, so... We can get some tickets this way. Let's turn this on. Yeah, see, the rotors are worth a bit. And if anything, I'll just rebuy, I suppose. I'm not sure reinforced platings are probably worth a lot, huh? Pots. Reinforced plates. There are 3 tickets a set, so... Okay, we'll print off those. And, yep, that's all of our rotors. Okay, yep, that's all of our rotors, so... We managed to get some. Yeah, so we'll buy that. Buy all. That's 100. Okay, so that'll get us. That'll get us there. That's as far as I want to go. I might need those tickets somewhere else. So yeah, I think that'll get us there. It's like putting on a. It's like putting on a spare tire. That's you know, like one of those little donut things. It's like you're not happy about it using it and stuff like that because well, it is a donut, and they're not rated to go very far, and whatnot. They're not rated for interstate speeds. I mean, they kind of are, but kind of aren't. It just depends on the ones you have. Okay. I think this will get us there. We might have to buy more. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, this is where we need to be, so... But, really? Did I really have to fall off that ledge? I'm so retarded. Come on now. Once we get a good factory going, you know, this stuff is going to be not a bother. So it's getting to that point in this game. That's always been the issue. There we go. Clear that all out. Okay. There we go. Mark II belt. Alright. Yep, we'll bring the Mark II belt around like so. Okay. Then we need a Mark II belt that. Wait, it should be going the other way. Why is it not going? Oh, no, it is going this way. Okay, I'm just an idiot. Ignore me. Okay, so that'll be all the ingots, and then I'll just have that directly connect up. And here comes our ingots, finally. All on Mark II stuff. So, yep. And now we'll finally be at the base again, making stuff. Um, this coming down here to this base is all going to be temporary, but that up there, that facility is going to be permanent. But at least we got some iron coming in again. So, there's that. How much concrete we got? Oh, we got some concrete. Yeah, got some concrete. Got some concrete and whatnot. I think what I might do is I might disconnect the miners from the thing and drain this train back out, so I can pick it up. Either that, or I'll pick it up and put it in boxes, and then have that feed the smelters. Wait, why isn't that moving? Uh-oh. This must not be hooked up to power. Oh, either that or they're full. That is also possible. Just gotta see if they're gonna move. I guess I'll go up there. I'm pretty sure I hooked everything up. Pretty sure. Guess we'll just have to go up and check. Just won't we? I mean, they're working. Yeah, I don't have these hooked up. Oh, I don't have the first 4 hooked up because I can't. Because I only have a 120 belt, and this is 30, 60, 90, 120. Yeah, that would be why. Okay. That makes sense. Can I crouch into here? Can I go in through the... Nope. Not go in there. Unfortunately. Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna unhook... Ow. My knees. We're just gonna unhook this from here. Yeah, I don't know why these can't go very far. So yeah, instead of mining more, I'm going to send out that to there. There we go. Okay. And then this one's already hooked up, so it's that one. Hook that directly up to this. That'll get its ore coming in. Yeah, we're gonna just drain this because this train station was a bad idea here, but well, we just wanted to play with it for a little bit, which is fine. And also, I'm going to unload these trains manually, get all the ore out of it, and we can at least pick up the train itself. And then we'll put it in here. And okay, that one's completely full. How's this one? Oh, this one's completely full as well, I think. Yeah, that one's also completely full. completely full. Okay. And this one's also completely full. Alright. So at least those are draining then. Okay. Logistics, conveyor merger, and conveyor merger. Just like that. Organization. Let's get ourselves a storage box. Right on down here. I will put... I like these so much, I'm going to put 2 down. And I'll just tuck that up to there, and tuck that up to there. Put all of this in there. And hopefully we can pick up all of this one, because this one... Okay, never mind. That one's not hooked up. We're going to be able to be hooked up to anything because that belt is never going to move. So, just do that. Pick up all of that. Grab you. Oh, there's a train on it, that's why. Get rid of the train. That, and get rid of that one at least. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Not that. And not that. There we go. Because, yeah, this train station was a mistake. So, yeah, I'm fixing my mistake. Just grab all these walls here. There we go, at least we can see what we're doing now. Same with these walls. Grab these ones. Okay. We'll grab all that we can out of there and put it into here. And then grab all we can out of there and then put it into here. And then grab all we can out of there and put it into here. And then we'll just pick up this belt. Pick up this belt. Pick up that belt. Pick up that belt. Oh, mark one. There we go. And then you can have all of the rest. And then we can pick up this. Boop. And then this one. Do the same. Hopefully we can fit it all in these boxes. Okay, yes we can. Pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up. And that should be good. And have all the rest of that. 3, and over to this one, and there. Now we'll empty those boxes first, and then we'll rehook the miners back up. Now we can pick up all of this mess that we got going on here. It's electricity pole, all these electricity poles. Yeah, this was just it was a mistake. So we're just going to pick it all up. I don't want the poles floating, so I'm just gonna pick those up as well, and then we'll reconnect. Alright. And then we'll reconnect with that one, and that one should be connected there. Okay, this has all been turned off as well, so. Yeah, just connect it there. Okay, I turned everything back on. Alrighty. That fixes our problem. Didn't get much done, supposedly. But yeah, we can finally expand upon this and other stuff. So now that we have the concrete to do so, we've done enough messing around, we can finally expand upon this. Need to go and find Conterium one of these episodes. That way we can get that a going. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Okay, so this is going to be the iron floor, I think. I'm wondering how many miners will be able to fit through here. But yeah, this will be a mining facility for iron, at least. I think I want it to be a superstructure for smelting copper as well, but it is going to take a while to get to the point where we can start smelting copper in here because I need iron first. So I guess we'll start on the next facility then. Yeah, we'll just start on the next facility. Over there. So yeah, the next facility can go over here, I suppose. Because there's not a whole lot around here. We'll set up this one over here on this little flat thing. Oh, it's got some water over here as well. I don't know about that one. Look over here. Kill this guy. Oh. He was just trying to protect his berries. Mine now. Good thing there's no survival elements in this game, huh? Yeah, I think this is a good spot. This is a pretty good spot for rods. Or maybe not rods. Well, I guess yeah, rods. We can have rods, and then we'll have a facility next to it for screws, maybe. This is going to be it's going to be very, very difficult to kind of get this sorted out here because so yeah, we'll go up here. So we'll make a 5 by 5, I think, because I've never done modular before. So that's kind of why I'm having a little bit of trouble with it. But don't worry, I will. Oh, it's like don't worry, I will figure it out the way I need to set up everything. So yeah, we can have a nice little 5 by 5 up here for rods. Those are going to need to be in a constructor. So, yeah, we'll put the constructor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. And then we'll feed them from below, probably. like we're doing the other way, or the other side, or those other things. There we go. I did it. Good job. Good job, me. I English. It's pretty bad when other people who don't speak English natively, like they didn't grow up on English or whatever, they can speak English better than you can. That's pretty bad. That's my life though. I can't speak a word of English correctly. Most of the time I'm just babbling like an idiot. But that's how it goes. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go with rods. So rods require 15 ingots a minute. So in order to get that, I don't think we need rods for like anything else, right? Like, let's go over here. Like screws are the only thing that needs rods, and then everything else needs screws after that. Unless we get like a random weird recipe that requires rods for some reason. Yeah, I think screws are the only thing that needs rods. Okay, so, and then over there, on the cliff edge there, that's where I want the screws to be made, on the other side of this lake. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go over there. That. So yeah, this will be making screws, but I don't know if this is enough screws. Let me set one of these to screws. Okay, screws need 10 rods a minute. And rods make 15 a minute, so that's pretty much 1-to-1. I'd probably set it up as 1-to-1, so oops. So we need, so the things that need screws that we need to be making, the color cartridges, which we make 100 per minute, and needs, gosh, I don't know if we're going to be able to set that up. Holy crap, dude, it's a lot. Yeah, 1-to-1 there. So that'll be the screws, and then, or the screws, that'll be the rods, and then, yeah. We'll have a nice screw facility. There's a lot of flat area around here, so I'm thinking, you know what, we'll go over here. Nice screw facility set up over here. What are you over here guarding? Oh, there's some limestone there. Okay. But the other reason I'm kind of modular, I'm trying to go really far away, is because, well, when you're doing module stuff like this, you need a good distance in between. So, yeah. Why is it doing that? Stop it. It's in zoop mode, but I can't take it out of zoop mode, so I kind of have to deal with it. Alright, so if we go N, and we make 40, then we take that times 5, that's 200 screws a minute. That should be enough for now. So we'll go, oh, I kind of screwed that up, didn't I? Yes, okay. So 4. Then we'll set up another facility. Okay, you know what? We can't set it up this way. Because of that ledge. That ledge over there. We're gonna have to set it way up here. Because of that ledge there. So I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go 9 that way, and then 10. Oops. And then, come on. 10. And, come on, 10. Oh, there we go. Because I didn't have it going the right way. Okay, because we know we're going to need long lines of screw machines, so just thought I'd set up an actual long line of screw machines. Go ahead and tear this down, because underneath here is going to be our it's going to be our lovely foundation stuff, and we can't have trees sticking through. So, yeah, we're going to go here. This is going to be our logistics floor. Oops. I might need to go further there. A little too far there. Okay, and there's our logistics floor. And then for now, I'm just gonna just like that. Just little ramps to get me up and up on buildings and whatnot, up on structures. So yep, and then we'll have a long line of screw machines along here. We're going to start out with 5, but then we can make it longer if we want. Oh, we're going to need reinforced plating, which we should be making now. We should be able to be making those, or should be making those currently. Now that we got an actual supply of iron going in. Which is pretty darn good. Yes, look at our factorio, our little factory over here. We're setting up for bigger and better things, but we'll get there. That one's making rods, this one's making plates. 65 plates, that's not bad. I think I'm gonna buy plates. I'm gonna buy some more plates. Eventually we will need them for this other stuff. So, well, there's 100 plates. So we're close to the 200 mark, but I need them for machines right now. Yeah, and these are gonna look like crap right at the beginning here, but don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. We are going to be decorating them shortly. This is just the framing bit and setting up the machines, because yeah, at least the way I see it, you always want to get your base down, get your machines and stuff and set in there, and then make it pretty later. Because if you make it pretty before, then you might not have the room, and you did all that detailing work, and then you're going to have to tear half of it apart just to get your machines to fit in there. Unless you have a plan specifically for that. Probably not a good idea. Okay, and these ones need screws, so these need 10 rods a minute, so we can use Mark 1 belts for that. That needs to be making screws actually. Screws. So Control C, oops, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, and Control V. Okay. So these are now going to be making screws, because we're going to need tons of screws. So, And again, we're going to be feeding them from down below. Actually, you know what? This would be easier if I just remove the floor temporarily. Yep. Not mark one. Actually, I want the covered lift, right? Yeah. No, we want the hooded lift. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we're out of plates. I love how laggy it is. It's just so crazy. All right. And then yeah, we'll just send the rods over. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So one Mark 1 plate or Mark 1 belts will be fine for that. Do I have any? I do not have any ingots in my inventory, and we're probably not going to have any ingots because we're currently using all of our iron to make reinforced plating. I might get a second belt to make reinforced plating. Maybe. We'll see how much iron we're taking up, and then maybe we can split it out a little bit more. Okay, so you need 30 a minute, and you need 15 a minute, so yeah, we can definitely split this out. No, I don't have enough plates. Okay. Go make some. I just got some ingots, so make some plates real quick. Okay. Oh, that's colorful. Just regular Mark 1 belt, please, so we can see what's going on here. Okay. And yeah, we're going to get one more machine in here. So 15 and 30, 15 and 30. Yeah, so we can have both of these. Okay. So you're going to be making iron plate, and you're going to be making iron rod, and that should be since it's 15 here. That's 15 and 15, so that's 30. Actually, I might switch this one over to rods, and then this one over to plates. Okay. Yeah, so that'll work for 120. That'll be our 120 exactly. So production, logistics. Get a conveyor splitter there. Just like that. Mark 1. Oh, that didn't connect. I'll just get rid of that. The smart mod's trying to connect everything, but it's not getting there. Oh, we're gonna need Mark 2s here anyway, I think. Are we? No, we're not. So we need more plates. Just take some of this. I think it's 21. Because they go in threes. I just need enough. There we go. Hopefully that should be enough to get. We'll get our power pole. Okay, we'll have to disconnect one of these. I need to get up here. Let me up. Let me up. There we go. Okay. Nice. So now we'll get plates as well as rods all by themselves, and we'll get reinforced plating we got going over here. Yeah, we just need to get the factory set up and going, and once it's going, then things will start to snowball a little bit. But I think that's all I've got for this episode. I think, like I said before, yesterday, I'm still a bit behind on recording and stuff like that, just because I had a day where I wasn't allowed to do any work. I had to do other stuff. I was very, very busy. So, um, like I said, that's going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. It's going to be a little bit shorter than normal, but like I said, I got tons of stuff to get done and whatnot. So just gonna have to cut some of these other things shorter than normal. So apologies for that. But next time, I guess we'll work on continuing to getting these facilities set up and ready to go, and then we'll start getting them connected to the power grid and such. And then we'll start getting some more basic resources and things built. And we won't have this mess we got going on here. Hopefully this doesn't have to get any bigger. I don't think it will, but until then, I guess it's a goodbye.